What contingency plans does Major League Baseball have to try to get these games rescheduled?
Well, first off, those first two games that have been postponed are going to be made up in Baltimore as a doubleheader on May the 28th. That's the first thing. Tomorrow's game is going to be played at 2:05, and this is going to be bizarre. No fans will be allowed in the ballpark, so they're going to play a baseball game with no fans in the stands. And I think ultimately there's no other choice here. I mean, going to Philadelphia or Washington didn't seem to be the logical choice, so they're going to stay there in Baltimore and play the game. But the weekend series, they're going to go to Tampa or to St. Pete and play at Tropicana Field. So instead of the Rays coming here to play, the Orioles are going to go to Tropicana Field and play a three-game series there and be the home team for those games. So these are strange circumstances, but it's something that has to be done. I talked to Buck Showalter about this with a 10 p.m. curfew. There's just no way you can play a night game in Baltimore now. So this is probably the prudent thing to do, is just to get a day game in and then leave town.
It reminds me of when Carlos Zambrano threw his no-hitter for the Cubs against the Astros, but it was at Miller Park, and there were only a couple thousand people there, but there were still fans in the stands, and this is going to be kind of an eerie situation in Baltimore tomorrow. As for Commissioner Rob Manfred, the man who has had to make these decisions, Tim, how do you feel like he's handling the first big test of his tenure?
Well, I think he's handled it really well. He was there last night, as we know, and he was part of the decision to postpone last night's game, which was a no-brainer after the police commissioner in Baltimore called the Orioles and basically told them, we can't guarantee the safety of anyone around the ballpark given the current situation that they were facing. So Rob Manfred is a very direct commissioner. Believe me, he can make a decision and he can make it quickly, which someone in his position has to be able to do that. And he acted quickly today, saying, all right, with help, of course, from the Orioles, that we're not going to play a night game there. Let's play Wednesday afternoon. Let's keep the fans away, keep them safe, and then get out of Baltimore for the weekend. And hopefully this will blow over to some degree, but we're not sure about that.